Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are going to take a look at the 3 latest things in the awesomest, most brokenest version of automation, the closed beta. And first of all, that will be parts of the new flow which have been implemented and are kind of working already, not really though. And then we have the first iteration of Tooltips, also very roughly working, but not quite as intended. And last but not least, active aerodynamics has been added to the game, or the first thing of active aerodynamics at least. So let's jump into it. And we are going to build a new car. And you can see something has changed already. Weird fields up here, and this looks completely different. And there's an additional tab in here. Okay, so let's build something. As you can see, we start out with a platform. So platforms are back. Like last version was released with platforms removed, because that allowed us to release the version in the first place, so that you had something to play instead of waiting 3 months extra. So we press new there, and you see, oh, name field right away, and that means we have to put in a name. So let's put in a very creative name like Test Platform Awesome. Okay, we press OK, and ta-da! Now we are building the platform, and it has a name already. So let's just choose any car, like this one, and continue on. So here, just normal stuff. Let's put in something, and continue on. Grills, and here I shall not forget the wing, because we are going to talk about active aerodynamics, if you remember that. So let's put on the wing. Like this. And make it larger. And make it larger. Ah, perfect. And we probably also need a lip. Where do we get it? There. Alright. Let's put it there. Very nice, very nice. So now we have a fully functional car, as you can see. Perfectly designed. Lots of cooling and lots of smiling. That's all it needs. So then, as you can see, the next step is to press new model, because we are going to build a new model based on this platform. So this model will be the Sport MK1. Still with an I. Okay, so now the platform is safe, because now you have started a new model based on that platform. The platform is in use. So what will happen now is, whenever we add anything to this model, the car is saved automatically. So no more loss of data, no more, oh, I forgot to save the car and now it's lost. So you can actually, or you are going to be able to design several models in parallel. So you can basically finish one tab, then with this one, here's the model name, there's the platform name. In this one you can just switch your model and continue the same tab in the other model and continue on like that. Also you could clone it and of course delete it. But so now we just rush through here. This is still not working properly, but you can choose the engine now before entering in the engine manager, engine designer. And yeah, you could choose an engine of course, but we are going to design a new one. So what I do want to show you next here, in the meantime, while we are building the engine, I've just built a 2.5 liter inline 6, doing stuff decently, not really tuned or anything, but I want to show you the first little implementation of the tooltips. And they are all over the place right now, but as you can see here, you now get in the tooltip all the information about the system. It's placed completely wrong, of course, and also it is kind of difficult to read. So we will be doing a single column of those, and then when you hover over it, you get the tooltip, and when you have something selected, that tooltip will stay on hover as long as you're inside the box. But then if you move down, you can directly compare it to another one, so that you can compare stats. That's at least the plan, and make them look nice as well. Right now it's looking really weird, but the basic functionality is in, and that's so far only in the engine designer where we've put it in. Okay, so, but let's move on with this one. Whoa, what have we done? Lots of shitty stuff. Okay. We need direct injection. And now we can move. Yes, okay. Excellent. So now we move on and design the rest of the car. And here we are at a spot where you should open your eyes again. And we do have active aerodynamics, the first list item in the active aero selection. We are not going to select it just yet, because we want to see what it does compared to a normal setup, so to say. Reduce a bit of cooling airflow here, and oh yeah, the other item in here will be cooling flaps, which open up when you need the cooling, and for economy driving they will be pretty closed, so that you only cool those like 15 kilowatts which are actually needed, instead of like 216 kilowatts. Now we want to know the track time. So track stats, let's start. We are getting a 2:35.57, and now we change to active aero. So now you wonder, what does this thing here do? Well, it is pretty simple right now. Whenever you are braking, the wing will go towards like 60 degrees angle, independent of what default setting you have here in the inclination. So that means that you get a lot of drag, but also quite a significant amount of downforce. In corners, while cornering, the wing is going to the highest reasonable position. That is as if you had aero inclination at 100. And for the straights, it is setting down to 25, or whatever setting you had, which is lower than that. So if you set it to 100, you won't gain anything in the corners, but on the straights it will drop down to 25 automatically, so you can accelerate a bit faster at higher speeds. And that usually shaves off quite a bit from your lap time, so let's see what it does. Let's test it again. And you can see it already increased sportiness and tameness. And we head over to the test track and start it. Let's see how it changed. So yeah, it's not a huge change, but like 0.4 of a second. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. So what would happen now with our model? Because you see, well, wait a second, there's no saving here. Well, the model has been saved automatically, you remember? So you don't have to save it. It's right there and it's finished. As soon as you have pressed the start button once, it is completely saved. So now you could head over here to platform and just make a new model. And you put in, that's the Sport MK2. Well, that was a bummer, but as you can see, the system is even working. So instead of going to creating a new model, I created a new platform again. And now I can create the new model, hopefully. No, it's all bugged out. As you can see, it's still not working yet. But I think you get what I wanted to do, so... And we get a Lua exception. Perfect. Well, now it's all wrong. All wrong! Okay. Still a lot of more work to do, I see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.